playoffs and the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And the Titans getting set to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. Here we go. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. He shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear Some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 63 yards.
Dobbins will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Second and goal from the 1.
Dobbins once more.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame.
The point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And right side, Henry's got it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Working from from the gun, Garoppolo. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Dobbins to about the 33-yard line.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on foot.
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Jackson now.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Garoppolo.
That's complete to Treylon Burks.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have great field
position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of his offense ready for their next possession. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the first down. Now a first carry for their full. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how frequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once,
and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
There's the former first-round receiver, Marquise Brown, bringing out the rest of this Raven offense.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done and in a snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he's brought down.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter.
And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught inside the 15. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens have got it on cruise control.
The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
An 8-yard touchdown run. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And taken right on the 30.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you can get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action now. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll go down at the 28. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Here's Jackson.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Holding defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Jackson rolling to his right.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point safely through. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second and 9, Garoppolo. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe away. Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 14 yards. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. The point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Adafe Owe. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 29 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Odafe Owe in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are.
He's got him in. Complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo under pressure, and down he goes.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's fielded at the 34.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.